Hey guys, today my roommate Brock and I are going to be making the outside of the Civic look a million times better. We have a door for it right here, a new door, the correct paint. I had to go into the depths of Detroit to get that, but was able to get that. We're going to swap out this door really quick. Also got new headlights that are going to be replacing these. There's some black housing headlights. And then what else was I going to do? Oh, then I'm also going to be taking this trim off and repainting it black. So to take this door off, there's a bunch of 12mm bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that have to come off. And then this wire pulls out of here and there should be a plug in there that will unplug. This door has all the wiring and everything. The door panel is in good shape. We're going to be replacing, this doesn't match, but we're going to be replacing this anyway. So this should just bolt right on and plug right in. It'll take us maybe 10 minutes to swap it out. Okay, so the door's on now. The lock works, but the window doesn't roll down. So we have to take off the door panel and see it. Hopefully the motor's just unplugged. If it's not, then we have to swap out the regulators between that door and this one. Not that big of a deal, kind of a pain in the butt, but we'll just go ahead and get that taken care of. Well, here's the Civic with the new door. I somehow managed to lose one of my screwdrivers. Not sure where it went, but somebody already came by and picked up the door, so hopefully we don't need anything else out of it. I don't know if I mentioned the issue. I like took everything apart and tested all the wiring and it was fine. I plugged this switch back in and then it just started working. So I don't really know what the deal is, but I took the door panel out of the other door so that everything matches. The only thing that doesn't match on this door now is this painted door handle, but like it's really not all that noticeable. The amount of scratches that are on this door are pretty on par with the rest of the car, so it actually looks like it belongs. It's kind of funny, but anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and continue. The only thing that like doesn't match is this part looks good, this piece of trim, so we got to paint these, which I am going to do. We're gonna go ahead and move on. I got to take this front bumper off. We're gonna be swapping out these headlights with some black housing headlights that are gonna look literally 1,000,000 times better. Look at that compared to that. These are so ugly. Like, not only are these headlights yellow, these are literally the ugliest headlights I've ever seen on any car ever. I mean, I might be overreacting a little bit, but they're ugly headlights. To get them off, we gotta take the bumper off. There's, I think, 410mm holding this light in, but we gotta undo these clips right here. Take this top part off, and then I think there's some clips holding the grill. There's some bolts up in here. I think those are maybe 10mm. They're probably smaller, 8mm, something like that. There's one on each side, and then a bunch of little plastic clips underneath. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this out. Hopefully, I don't think so, but hopefully this bulb is orange. If it's not, then we're gonna have to go to the store and buy an orange bulb so the blinkers are orange. I would do it after the fact, but you can't really get to these. You gotta go through the wheel well, I think, and you gotta take this out. Or I guess reach in there, you can take the fender off. Either way, it's terrible. So I'm gonna change it while I have the headlight out. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this part. Okay, so we got the headlight out. It's pretty easy to take out. There was just 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there was one more holding this bracket onto the bottom. So you gotta take the headlight and this bracket out, and then there's one more 10mm right here holding the bracket on. Take that off, and then all we have to do is swap over this bulb in this cover to the new headlight. Over here we have the DRL, daytime running light, whatever it is, just a white light. And then this is the turn signal. Unfortunately, the bulb is not orange, so we do need to go to the store and get this bulb, but in orange. Okay, so I got this this bulb right here. It's technically the wrong one. It should be 7443 NA is what's supposed to go in here, but the 7444 is all O'Reilly had, and it does fit. It's just a little bit brighter. No big deal. Still do dual filament bulb, plugs right in, no problem. Checked and made sure this bulb's still working, which it is. So we're gonna go ahead and bolt that stuff in. While I was there, I also grabbed these, which are the dome light 3175, because the dome light's burned out. I checked it. The filament in it looked fine, but I checked it with a test light because it wasn't working, and there's no power going through the bulb, even though power was getting to the dome light. So go ahead and plug this in really quick. I'll show you how to do that. So these are actually super easy. There's a lens that's on here that sits like this. You just get a flathead screwdriver and stick it in right here into that notch and pop this off, and then you can just pop the light off right there. I have this off right now just so I don't get shocked, and we'll go ahead and pop this bulb in like that and then turn it on, and there we go. It works, so we know that's good. This way it will turn on when the door is off if it's in the center there, and we can just go ahead and pop this guy back in just like that. There you go. Now we have a dome light. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and finish swapping over the headlights now. Okay, so this headlight's on now. You can see the difference between the two headlights. It's crazy how much better it looks with this new headlight. New headlights, like if you're ever selling a car and you're selling like a Civic like this or something, these headlights were 60 bucks or $65 before tax. And they changed the car so much from that. Like that alone could make someone decide whether to buy your car, your Civic, over somebody else's Civic that's selling theirs online in the same condition. Doesn't really matter. This one looks so much better with those new headlights. So we're gonna go ahead and get that one in, put the bumper back on, and then take another look at this. All right, for some reason it didn't record, even though I swear I had this thing recording, but I got the right headlight in now. We're just gonna go ahead and put the bumper on. All right, so the other camera died. As you can see, we have the bumper on. Headlights look awesome. We've come over here and started taking off the trim so that we can paint it so it looks a little bit more like this one. To take off the trim, you do have to take off the side mirror. So you take off the side mirror and then roll the windows all the way down, and you need a hook tool like this to go behind each piece and pull out the tabs while you lift up on the trim. I did it on both sides. On the first side, I didn't know how to do it. So reading online, nobody really shows you. I didn't really look for a video. I just read for a minute, and they're like, just pull up. You're probably going to break some clips, but whatever. Just replace the ones that you break. But you can easily take this off without breaking the clips, as you see I did on this one. So I might use one of these clips on this guy right here, because now we only have 3 working clips. As you can see, that one's broken. This one's fully intact. So it just kind of depends. This one's fully intact and this one's half broken. So this one will probably be fine. Anyway, I started peeling this black trim off, the black rubber, but it's attached to the rubber behind, and we don't want to peel this rubber off. So I'm just gonna take 80 grit sandpaper and just sand this right down and see if we can get this thing smooth so I can paint it. So I took off the 2 fronts there. Now we're gonna go ahead and take off the back, which is hard to get to because the window doesn't roll down all the way. If you want to take this off easily, you'll have to take the window out. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna go back in here and try to pull on the clips to get them to pop out. If they break, they break, and I can always buy new ones. Okay, so I got this sander right there. I don't have a workbench, so I just have this clamped up to my fence. We're gonna see how that goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding this thing and try to get it down to just the chrome. Alright, it's starting to get a little dark out here, but I went ahead and washed all of those after I sanded them. These two are dry right here. As you can see, I got down to almost the chrome except for a couple spots, but then I blended it very well, so you shouldn't really be able to see it. I could have kept sanding, but I ran out of 80 grit sandpaper. It kind of broke apart on me, so I mean, this stuff is on there pretty good. All the loose stuff is off, and then over here, this one was already chipped all the way across, so I got this one all the way down to the metal. And then there is some imperfections, but like this is just gonna look a million times better than getting the new ones. And I do remember that I bought a new one of these for my 98 Civic, and it was like $90 online for one little trim piece, so I don't feel like bothering with that. I don't know if there's still that much, but just hitting this with some black paint, they should look pretty good. So these two are dry. This one's drying in the sun right now, getting dark, so I want to get these sprayed. But I'm just going to go ahead and hit them with some black paint. Okay, I went and dried them all with a hairdryer. Now we're just going to go ahead and paint them. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I'm running out of time for today, so we are just going to work on it. The backs of them are still soaking wet because they're filled with they're like foam, and I can't get them to dry, but the front should be dry. Okay, so they're fish-eyeing pretty bad. I can already tell. They're probably still too wet, and it's like 40 degrees outside now, so this is just not ideal. But I'm just gonna let this dry, spray another coat, let it dry, spray another coat, and do that until they look halfway decent, and then we'll call that good. Okay, those should be dry. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this back on the tripod, and we're gonna go ahead and throw them on the car. Okay, so not perfect, but not bad. Honestly, even in the camera, they look pretty good. I don't really think anybody would ever pick on this, especially with like the rest of the car, like this big old scratch right there. But I mean, this thing looks pretty good now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out into the street. Back here doesn't line up completely because I did break a clip back here, I believe. It doesn't really seem to be sitting the way that it's supposed to, but yeah, I did break a clip back there, so it's not like clipped in exactly, and some of the rubber is missing, the rubber that's sealed in between here, so it doesn't look as good as it should, but it looks good enough. Nobody would ever say anything. This is a little bit shinier than this. I probably should have done matte black, but it matches this. It's not very noticeable. Looks good to me. Well, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. That helps with the algorithm, and subscribe too. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming out. I'm sorry I didn't really get like an overall view of the car afterwards besides the picture that I put in the thumbnail, and I don't really have the opportunity to get another one right now. So anyway, putting this video out as is. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.